Hello and welcome an interesting and powerful tutorial. I will try to explain how to convert decimal numbers to binary values. There is a lot of information about this on the internet. That's why I'll try to explain it simply without going into details. To get detailed information, you can pause the video and get detailed information with Google. If you want to be a good Cinema 4D artist, you should learn Xpresso very well. However, in some cases, even this will not be enough. Then you will need to write small scripts. You will do this with Python. No one can expect you to be a good software developer. Don't be afraid. I won't teach you programming. But this is not as difficult as you think. We will not learn the Python programming language. We will only examine the necessary few lines. That is all. Your computer does not understand letters, numbers, sentences, colors or shapes. It only knows the values 1 and 0. In other words, does the electrical signal pass through the circuits or not? That's how your expensive computer basically works. We have 8 chips here. We can call these bits. 8 bits equal 1 byte. There are some values on each bit. If that bit gets the value 1, it will transfer its value to the byte. Thus, these transferred values will be summed, and a decimal number will be reached. For example, to reach the decimal number 10, the fourth bit, which has the value 8, and the second bit, which has the value 2, must signal, and when you add them together, you reach the value 10. Now, we will need an user data manager. Here, we will enter the desired decimal value. The value entered here will be an integer. We will limit this value between 0 and 255. Because the largest number that can be reached in an 8-bit system is 255. This number is generated when all bits signal at the same time. Now, we will open the Xpresso editor, and assign this value to a text object, and try to show it. I prepared these text objects before. We will just drag and drop them to the editor. As you can see here, the value we transferred with the user data slider is now displayed on the decimal object. Good job! In this section, we will convert any decimal value we enter into a binary string. First, let's open a Python editor and delete the existing ports. Now, create an integer port. Because our decimal value is an integer, rename the port as decimal in. For output, we need a string port. We will convert the decimal number to a string value. You can rename it as binary out. You can use any names. It's flexible. Now, from Attributes tab, you need to open the Python editor. As you can see, it has automatically added the output port we described to the global line. We have to add the output values to the global line. How we convert the input value into a string? Just do what I do here. I use the bin comment, putting the input value between parentheses. Now, drag and drop the binary text object to the editor. And connect the ports together. Do this. You see? Something happened here. The converted string appears on the binary object. But, we don't want to see first two characters. These are not necessary for our purposes. For skip the first two characters and show the rest, write this code piece. Now, press the execute button and see that these two characters are gone. But, we have a little issue here. Our byte must have 8 characters. So, we should fill the string with 8 zeros. If there will be a blank characters, they will replace with these zeros. This code will fix the issue. I hope you are still with me. When you press the execute button, you see that everything is okay. Nice and easy. Now, try some different values and watch the results. If we give the value 1, only the first digit will be on. For value 2, only the second digit will be on. But for 3, first and second digits are on at the same time. We were speaking about 10, so the fourth and the second digits must be on. Yes. Okay. Now, how we show the numbers on these bit objects. I said, I prepared them before. Just put them in Xpresso editor. Instead of put them one by one, for speed up, copy them 7 times and change the contents. I'm so lazy or not. But, be careful while doing this. You see, I sometimes make mistakes. Okay. Now, we need some outputs in Python. These will be the string values as we do before. Just select 8 string values for output ports. Now, rename them as you see here. Names are flexible. You can use anything you wish. I did not speed up the video, because I want you to see all steps clearly. Sorry and thank you for this. It's finally over. Now, we need to define these output ports in the global line. Let's introduce each port here, separating with commas. Our binary out string has 8 characters. We should separate them one by one from first character to the last. Because, the outputs of bit objects must have only a single character. In Python, items start from 0, not 1. So the first character is have a value 0. So, if we want to separate the first character, we should write 0 to 1. This indicates our first character. As you know, I will copy and replace them again. But, be careful. We should increase the starting character position for each value. Second character must be from 1 to 2, third character must be 2 to 3, so it goes until the end. Did I tell you that I'm a little lazy? Okay. We have done with the Python editor now. Just connect the output ports to the desired text objects. What can I say about your patience? Finally, we did it well. You can try and check the values you enter. I think you won't find any errors. In the last part we will turn on and off some LED lights. Then we will rest. Okay guys. Party time. We will turn on the needed LEDs, just placed in front of each bit object. There is a use color option in the basic tab of objects. If this value is off, no color is used. Off selection is equal to 0. Automatic option is 1. So the Python outputs are good for this operation. You can use any color you want. Green, yellow or red. Your choice. Be careful, don't pick up the display color. We should select the use color. Put these objects into the Xpresso editor. You know what? I will do the same copy, paste and replace operation again. Looks like this won't be a surprise. Watching such repetitive steps can be boring. But for your health, it's better to be slow. Now, you know which output ports to connect to where. We have done and see the first lights. The last step. Let's check if they are working correctly. Now, you know, Kung Fu. Use this for good purposes. Thanks for watching. See you later.